Hey everyone, how's it going? We are going to talk about a leak that has come out, and this isn't your typical leak coming from some random person on Twitter or from like Reset Era or from 4chan or Reddit or any of those crazy places. No. This is a leak we actually were able to verify ourselves. So on Nintendo.com, they have a listing for games and upcoming games and blah, blah, blah. And when you're looking at certain games, sometimes you run into a section on the website that is also suggesting you more games. And those suggestions essentially say you might also like in comparison to the game you're looking at, and then give you a list of about 4 games. And in doing this, it turns out that Yoshi has an official title. Now, this isn't 100% surprising because if you guys remember, today was supposed to be a Nintendo Direct, and if you haven't heard the news yet, didn't see our live stream earlier, haven't been basically on social media or YouTube at all today, yes, today's Nintendo Direct has been pushed back. We don't know when. There were earthquakes that happened in Japan, another earthquake that happened in Fiji, although not necessarily related to this, and there was a typhoon or whatever earlier, and just Japan's been getting blasted, and they're actually dealing with it really well. Japan has an excellent natural disaster response team that has been doing an amazing job. There was like 5.3 million people that didn't have power, and by tomorrow, almost like 2 million of them are going to have power back, and they're actually projecting that by the end of the weekend, every single person's going to have power back, which is just really cool. But that's neither here nor there, because we're here to talk about the Yoshi thing, and there are things that could be coming out over the next few days that were supposed to be part of the Direct. I've heard rumors out there that the biggest reason the Nintendo Direct was delayed is because there was one particular game in the Direct that would be extremely insensitive to show right now and to advertise in the midst of it. You guys can take all your guesses at what that game is. But there just wasn't time to recut the Direct and re-record anything they needed to do. So that seems to be why it was delayed, or at least that's the rumor I'm seeing go around. But that's besides the point. You guys are here for that Yoshi news, and I still haven't gotten to it. We have a title for the new Yoshi game coming out in 2019, and it is Yoshi's Crafted World. Again, as I mentioned, you see this title through the suggestions area. So if you go to latest releases and you look it up, it still just says, Yoshi 2019, working title, blah, blah, blah. But this only shows up in one section of the site, and I've had it show up on my screen. So this is legit. This is not your run-of-the-mill leak. This is not someone editing the source code and taking a screenshot. This is real, and you can even check it yourself unless Nintendo has already corrected it. So Yoshi's Crafted World, and you should expect to see similar news like this coming out over the next few days because a lot of things happen when an event like a Nintendo Direct is delayed because there's all these advertising campaigns and trailers and screenshots and all these other things from third-party companies as well as indies that were planned for the next few days. There's listings at retailers. Things are going to get muddled and things are going to come out, and this was obviously one of those things that was planned to come out today anyways. They didn't think anyone would probably notice it yet since it's just the one section of the website, and by the time anyone noticed, it wouldn't matter because we would have saw Yoshi and we would have saw its name in the Nintendo Direct. So this is a spoiler that, hey, Yoshi's in the Nintendo Direct, but I mean, okay. It's a game we already know about. The big spoiler is obviously the name, and you knew that coming into the video because it's in the title. So if you're like screaming about spoilers, kind of got yourself to blame here. Nintendo put this out there unintentionally. At least we assume it's unintentional. Yoshi's Crafted World. Now, we haven't seen Yoshi since last year. It's been a long time, and it was supposed to be a 2018 title along with Kirby, and it felt really weird when they started to push Kirby really hard and we weren't hearing anything about Yoshi because Yoshi appeared, at least based on what they showed, to be almost as far along as Kirby, so why the delay? Don't know. I guess that's what we need to see in the Nintendo Direct, but I'm excited for this. And the Crafted World is interesting because, yes, it had, kind of that hand-drawn style to it, that kind of artsy, cardboard-ish at times style to the gameplay. You've been watching the old trailer throughout all this, and I think I like it. I think I really, really like it. And I wonder if calling it Crafted World, is there going to be actually an ability in this game to craft a world? is there going to be basically a level maker. I think that would be really cool if they let you create your own levels in this game. I always love, any sort of, creation tool that lets fans of a game kind of go wild. Like, imagine if you could do some basic editing to Breath of the Wild's landscape and kind of have like a Zelda creation tool inside of Breath of the Wild. Wouldn't that be kind of neat? Well, imagine that, in this game. That's probably easier to pull it off in Yoshi's Crafted World. I think Crafted World can not just be how the world looks. It could also be a definition for something you're able to do in the game itself, and that is be able to craft your own world to play Yoshi in. I think that would be really, really exciting, and I think would actually click with a lot more people over the whole friend thing they did in Kirby Star Allies, which I think is still a really cool thing, and I love the multiplayer, and I love the friends and the capturing and all the abilities. It's great, but again, it still just felt like, just like any other Kirby game, really, at this point, whereas this could be something really, really cool. Again, pure speculation. It's just the only thing we know is that its title is Yoshi's Crafted World. Like, confirmed 100% that comes from Nintendo. But beyond that, we don't really know anything else. So I actually want to toss this up to you guys. What are your guys' thoughts on this title, Yoshi's Crafted World, on this Yoshi game in general? Are you even excited about it? This is a game we just haven't talked about. We talked about several other games along the way from third parties and indies and Smash and Pokemon, but Yoshi's kind of just flown under the radar. I mentioned it in my expectations video for this Direct that we would see this game. Obviously we are, but it's a, what do we want this Yoshi game to be? What to you would be a great Yoshi game based on what we have seen so far with the gameplay from last year and now with the title? What like, looking at all this, what could they do with what you have seen to make it a game you would want to buy? Anyways, you guys let me know about that down in the comments below. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I do apologize for not being on camera. I feel like I apologize for that all the time. A lot of you guys don't care. Voiceover gameplay on camera, it's whatever to you. It's all good. I'm working out on different methods for displaying different types of content. And I'm thinking for news, we're going to stick with a lot of this voiceover gameplay stuff. For individual news topics, whenever we do have enough news to do like a prime news, that's still going to be on camera. And when I'm doing discussion videos, that's going to also include hopefully a lot of on-camera work as well, with different sets and everything. And I am currently working on a review of a product. I'll obviously be on camera for that because it's a physical product. You need to see the product. You need to see what I'm reviewing about it. So I can't wait to get that done. But, yeah. Anyways, if you love what we do here, head on over to patreon.com/Nintendo Prime for as little as $1 a month. Show a little love our way. I'll also include a link in the description to a charity for all of the stuff in Japan going on. It is the Japanese Red Cross. You can go ahead and donate specifically to the relief efforts if you would like. As I said, they have an excellent response team, but every little bit helps. And, yeah, Yoshi's Crafted World. Go ahead and craft your world down in the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next one.